Greetings everyone, myself Tippati Nandita pursuing B.Tech Food Technology from Department of Dairy Science and Food Technology, Institute of Agricultural Sciences, Banaras Hindu University. Here I am going to present you my presentation topic Packaging Standards of India and Global. Introduction. Standards Packaging standards refer to the set of guidelines, regulations, and specifications established to ensure the packaging materials and process meet certain criteria for safety, quality, and performance. These are designed to protect the integrity and quality of the product during transportation, storage, and distribution, and covers the various aspects such as material selection, structural design, labeling, environmental impact, and compliance with regulatory requirements. What is the importance of the packaging materials? Why we require the packaging materials? That to ensure product safety, quality, and regulatory compliance. Here are the five important packaging standards necessities that to ensure the product safety, maintaining quality, regulatory compliance with the legal requirements, labeling information, consumer protection, and facilitating the trade and market access by international standards and uniformity. Now, who established the packaging standards? What are the regulatory bodies? That is the BSI, which is the national standard body of India. Its certification ensures the packaging materials meet specific quality and safety standards. Numerous standards are developed in related to the packaging materials, such as IS 508, which is for polyethylene films, and for IS 1783 for steel drums. Food Safety Standards Authority of India, it is the apex body for ensuring the food safety in India, sets the standards for food packaging that ensures the materials used do not pose any risk to the human health, prescribes standards for packaging materials and requirements for the primary and secondary packaging materials used in the food products. Central Pollution Control Board is responsible for regulating environmental standards and pollution control, including waste management and recycling packaging materials. Oversees the implementation of plastic waste management rules 2016, which mandates the responsibilities of producers, importers, and brand owners to manage plastic waste. Ministry of Environment, Forest, and Climate Change policies develops the policies and regulations related to environmental protection, which includes the impact of packaging materials on the environment. It's the key policies are the standard producer responsibilities, which works under the plastic waste management rules. Directorate General for Food Trade, Foreign Trade. This regulates the import and export of the packaging materials, ensuring the compliance with the international standards and preventing the import of substandard or hazardous materials. The role of FSSAI in packaging regulations are the setting the standards, which establish the standards food safety standards regulations, which specify the standards for the different types of packaging materials such as plastic, paper, metal, glass, and also sets the limits for the migration of chemicals from the packaging materials into the food, ensuring that any potential contaminants remain within the safe limits. It is a material specific standards, means it provides the material specific standards. Thus it stipulates that only food grade plastics that can comply with the BSI standards should be used, and also cover the use of metals and glass in packaging requirement that these do not react with the food and maintain its integrity. Labeling and information includes the information such as name of the product, details, ingredients, nutrition information, and also provide certain mandates the use of tamper evident packagings to enhance food safety. Enforcement and compliance, regular inspections and audits of food businesses, and includes the checking of the packaging materials used and verifying the adherence to the prescribed standards. Also impose the penalties and takes illegal actions against the food business which do not comply with the packaging regulations, ensuring stringent enforcement. It it provides the public awareness and education that by conducting the awareness campaigns, it provides guidelines to educate consumers, conducts a training program for food business operators to help them understand and implement the packaging regulations effectively. Here we come to know about the packaging standards of the India. We are going to learn about this. These are the key points for the FSSAI food packaging standards. Here are the some key points about 10, that are the compliance with regulations, food grade quality, packaging materials usage, suitability of the packaging materials to the food product, durability of the packaging materials, hygiene and tamper proofing of the packaging, sealing material compatibility, non-reuse of tin containers, reusability of large plastic containers and glass bottles to reduce waste, printing inks for providing hazard-free packaging systems, non-contact of printed surface as for its purpose. Here we have requirements for specific migration limits of the substances from plastic materials intended to be in contact with articles of food. Here are the substances such as barium, cobalt, copper, iron, lithium, manganese, zinc, and their migration limits in mg per kg. Here is the paper and board materials intended to come in contact with food products. These are the list of standards which tell about the standards about the food proof paper, parchment paper or aluminum foil laminate, then general purpose for packing or wrapping paper, folding box board, uncoated and corrugated fiber board boxes. And for metal and metal alloys intended to come in contact with food products, here are the list of standards. These are the standards of the plastic materials intended to come in contact with food products. It tells about the polyethylene, polystyrene, polyvinyl chloride, polypropylene, ionomer, resins, nylon 6, polyalkaline terephthalate such as polyethylene terephthalate, ethylene vinyl acetate, polyolefin containers, low density polyethylene films, and etc. The packaging standards for global. International packaging standards and regulations. Here we have key international packaging standards, ISO Codex, European Union, United States regulations. In that ISO of 18600 series focuses on the packaging and environment, addressing the aspects of such as optimizing the of packaging to reduce waste. Then 9001 specifies requirements for quality management. Then 22,000 focuses on the food safety management systems, principles of hazard analysis, critical control point, and other risk management systems. Codex Elementary standards provides the guidelines and emphasize the hygiene practices, the food chain about the food chain or throughout the food chain from primary production to final consumer. Also provides the food labeling standards and guidelines. Information must be provided on the food packaging. European regulations lays down the general requirements for materials and articles intended to come in contact with the food, and reusable, recoverable nature of the packaging, aiming to reduce the waste. United States regulations, FDA oversees the safety of packaging materials coming into the contact to the food, and EPA regulates packaging waste and promotes recycling. Role of the international organizations. Here are the roles of the ISO and Codex. ISO development of standards, harmonization of global standards, environmental impact, and Codex. For the Codex, roles are food safety and quality, labeling standards, international trade. Here are the general standard requirements for the labeling provided by the Codex. It includes the general principles and mandatory labeling for the prepackaged food, about the name of the food, list of the ingredients such as the general requirements, like all the ingredients should be mentioned with using proper title, ingredient, declaration of sub ingredients, about the allergens and food additives. Here is the flowchart of the food codex labeling procedures or the standards or the requirements. That is the name and address, lot identification, country of origin, instruction for use, and other symbols such as veg and non-veg, halal, gluten-free, irradiated food, sugar-free, etc. This is the overview of the labeling considerations. ISO packaging standards. Here are the ISO packaging standards for filled transport packages, unit loads or the dimensions for rigid, then intercontinental material handling for flat pallets, then transport packaging, plastic compatibility testings for packagings, IBCs, then child resistant packaging, graphic symbols for handling and storage of packages, prerequisite programs on food safety, packaging manufacturing, and also interesting one, nanotechnologies, which provides the specifies the characteristics including barrier properties of to be measured of polymeric nanocomposite films for the food packaging with barrier properties, and provides the specifications of characterizing measurements of methods. Then other standards are used for the declared for the or formed for definitions and technical criteria for food and ingredients suitable for the vegetarians for labeling and claims. What are the benefits of the packaging? So that it ensures the packaging is consistent, user friendly, protective, and meets quality and regulatory standards. Other some of the benefits are reduces the cost of brands and improves the profitability. It ensures the to reduce waste and sustainable packaging, using educate packaging that supports the product and protects the products during handling and transport, especially the delicate or breakable items, and improves the consumer satisfaction. Here I conclude my presentation about the food packaging standards, so that it plays a crucial role in ensuring safety, quality, and integrity of food products throughout their life cycle. It protects the consumers and maintains high food safety standards. Where for consumer protection, quality assurance, like regulatory compliance and sustainability are key important importance of the food packaging standards. And the Indian standards governed by FSSAI provide detailed regulations for food grade, quality, material suitability, durability, hygiene, and safety. And on the global stage, we have organizations like ISO and Codex Alimentaris, which sets the benchmarks for the food safety and packaging that harmonize the international trade and consumer protection. By this, we will get to know the implementation of these standards for product producers. Manufacturers can ensure the product safe, high quality, compliant with both national and international regulations, ultimately leading to a more trustworthy and sustainable food industry. Here are the references which I used for the preparation of this presentation. Thank you.